What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a unboxing. Tackle Warehouse was doing a cool thing. If you're part of their mailing list, they gave you 20% off. So they got me. So I grabbed a couple things. Most of this stuff is, it's kind of spring and summer stuff. One got a couple of restocks, a couple of things I really enjoy. So let's get into it. So first thing first. If you watched the last video, I talked about the Ultracast. Can't really get it much. Have an issue finding them off screen. Hopefully I can start finding it again. But my second favorite is Sufix 832. I just got a lot of confidence with it. I threw it last year during the summer. They're 10 or 15 pound. No, 10 pound. On some of my finesse rods, and I threw 15 on my Senkos. I've ran their 30 on all-purpose rods and 65 for my frogging. The other reason I like the Ultracast is that it's stronger at smaller sizes. That's why I like the Ultracast. It comes off the spool way easier, but when you get into the dies of the Ultracast, I think the quality of it drops. It doesn't tie as nice, so moss green's my favorite. Until I can figure out what's going on and all that, I'll just rig some 832. You didn't see that was 10 pound, 300 yards. I should at least keep about 3 of my spinning reels lined up. And talking some line, I went ahead and wanted to try the Lew's that's made by Lucas Oil, the Hyperspeed high-speed bearing lubrication. So this is designed for the bearings to make sure they're lubed up as best as possible for the year. With it being wintertime, going to be cleaning all the reels, do a deep clean on them. I'm not going to get a video about it. I'm not very smart. There's a ton of people that make good videos. I'll try to find some of my favorites and drop them below. But going to use that for the bearings this year. I have the Arnott. This is what I've been using for like 3 or 4 years. It comes with everything you see, including that. And then I think it came with a toothbrush, but the toothbrush got dirty the first year. But I like it a lot. Comes with a little screwdriver to take the side bolts off. But that's the one I like. That's the one I started building confidence with, but I wanted to get a new bearing one. So I saw Lucas made them with Lew's, so I went ahead and tried those. Let's get into some Terminal tackle. First off is a new one from VMC. It's the Finesse football heads. Super sweet little football heads. Got the cone keeper. Cone keepers are very underrated, very good keepers. And it doesn't really say, but it looks like it's the same. I think it's technically called O'Shaughnessy. I think it's how you classify that hook. But it looks like the same hook off of the VMC hybrid head. Won't be able to pick it up very well, but it looks like the same hook from this. And I love this little jig head, and I love that hook. So went ahead and got it in the football head. I didn't say it's an 1/8 ounce. Use it for Ned rigs and stuff, and some of my skinnier tubes I can throw that football head in. Other one's a summertime bait, of course, a shaky head. This is blue tungsten, so it's tungsten Arky head. Built a lot of confidence in that Arky head throwing around wood. It comes through really, really well. And the reason I'm going to use Lew's is because they come with the Mustad Ultra Point. A lot of the tungsten heads come with this really terrible light wire hook. It stays sharp like 4 bass and it's over. With that being a Mustad Ultra Point, I have a lot more confidence in it, and that's a 3/16 ounce. Also got a restock of the Dobyns 1/8 ounce. These are for my A-rigs, and then just normal swim bait heads. These two are regulars, these two are heavies. So if I want to throw the big swim bait rod and still have a heavy hook to pin them, or if you saw in that the first unboxing of the year, I got that downsized A-rig, so I'm gonna use a regular so I can throw it on a normal bait caster. Also went ahead and grabbed a couple of the Hustle hybrids from Beast Coast. I really do dig these little guys. This is Stealth Crawl. You already know that color. It's my favorite. And then Rayburn Red. So this is like their finesse type swim bait or jig. So I bought it to throw around the wood at our cleaner lakes, and just being a downsize. Got some Malibu hair. So don't know what trailer I put on that yet. I got those Great Lake Finesse little crawls. I think I'm doing that, or like a TRD, or even like just a hula or a double tail grub. But both are 1/4 ounce. Yeah, 1/4 ounce. Rayburn Red and Stealth Crawl. More of a spring-ish, more like post-spawn date. Got some of these power baits. Paddling Power Stingers, 3.5 inch. I have one of these, but like a shad profile or shad color, and I have one a gill or a bluegill imitation. So I got the Okeechobee Crawl. It's more of a see-through bottom with some blue flake in it. And then I got the HD bluegill. That looks so good. If you can see it in the packaging, it's got an orange on the front. I'm digging that one a lot. So I'm gonna put these on swim jigs and then skip them around docks and laydowns in the spring and then into the summertime. Speaking of summer, you'll have to slow down sometimes. So I did a restock of the Arsenal Stealth Nico Wacky Tubes. I love these guys. I picked them up last year for my Senkos, and it was really nice being able to buy those Senkos and not tear them every cast. Even if you do a straight hook or the little O-rings, they just tear. These tubings, when you put the hook through, it doesn't really pull in one spot. It like expands the area it has to pull, so you get more fish. So like a Senko, you go from like 1 or 2, and I'm getting, you know, 5, 6. Sometimes I'll get like up to 10, but traditionally about 5 or 6. So just more fish and lose less. Clear's my favorite. These are 5mm. Yeah, 5. I think I bought the wrong size. I thought I bought 5s last year, did not. So I'm gonna have to play around with my baits. But I think the other one I use is 7. So I'm gonna probably have to order some more of these, or in the 7. But I mainly use 5 and 7s. 5s are more like the 6-inch clout, those skinnier baits, and then 7's like your normal traditional Senko. But they also had a green pumpkin one, so went ahead and tried those as well. Also from Arsenal, we got the little braided scissors. I hope I'm not the only person. I feel like my braided scissors get so dull so fast. Like the only pair of braided scissors that I've lasted over a year that still cuts braid really well is a Rapala one that I paid like $2 for. So I saw theirs, had a big grip on it, thought it was kind of cool, so we're gonna try those out. Now we're into the fun part of summer. Throwing frogs. This is my favorite frog, hand down. I'd probably say a couple times there's companies I would love to work for, Damas mainly, but Scum Frog, and just so I can have a ton of these launch XS's. Favorite frog on the market. It's got an internal tungsten. I'm gonna grab my one that's destroyed. Just in case you're wondering if they work, you know, they absolutely get monsters. I trim the trails down. I don't keep the tails very long. I know some people do, some people don't. I prefer them being shorter. I feel like they hook up better. And these are supposed to be nice and bright red owner hooks, but they're not. I mean, I caught so many fish on this guy. Let me see if I can pull him out. So that's the internal weight. That's the internal weight of it. So all the weight's dead middle. So it skips real well, it launches super well. So I have built a ton of confidence. These are not the kind of frogs that the hook is going to do this to it. They stay. Let's see if I can put it back together real quick. I did mess up. You're supposed to tie a line to it before you do that, so I messed up. But they clamp down really well. So the hookup ratio on these are really, really good. They skip really, really well. So built a ton of confidence in those last year. So I got bluegill and then sloppy toe, then like more brownish base color. And then I don't know if I made a video about it. I think the bite might have been over by the time I made videos, but was throwing some of the Blitz frogs last year. Gen 1, these are Gen 2s now, and loved them. I do apologize if you hear bird noises. We're out in the garage, so of course, like the first really nice day, I come out here and get some stuff on the boat. Every bird woke up. So I got white and then bluegill. So what they did to change this, they went and put a BKK hook in it. I guess we'll go ahead and just close the garage door. So this is the bluegill one. Super cool, orange belly. I would prefer just a little bit of orange. I don't like a full orange on there, but clamps down really well, still super soft. But they, like I said, they want a BK hook on there. I'm slowly building a ton of confidence in BKK. I think they're definitely becoming one of the best hook companies on the market. I think Gamakatsu and Owner and all of them need to be really, really hopeful that BKK doesn't get as big as they are. They've already dominated the saltwater market, but I think they're coming out for the freshwater. But it's a 4-inch and it weighs 7/8 of an ounce. So that's what I'm really pumped for, is that it's a heavier frog. I'm assuming it floats real well like the old one did, but I can bomb these way farther across flats, good cross flats, and get them. So got those two. Next frog is the Spro Flopping Frog. I've been waiting to buy one of these because they had a ton of issues with these when they first came out. So what they did is now they have the weight integrated in the body now because these are Elastec. So weights are falling out of them first, second, or cast. So, but I wouldn't want to try one because they use the Gamakatsu Nano hook, which is a super sharp, super slick hook. So you don't have to really set the hook as hard as you traditionally will, and it'll catch something. So I got the Rainforest Black. It's a black one with some chartreuse on the bottom. Don't really run a ton of frogs that color, so decided to get one and try it out. Got 3 things left. Next is for the Plano Edge series. I got some of the hook containers. So these are the mediums. They got a middle guard you can take out. I got 3 packs of those. I got some small ones. And I got a couple of the large ones. Let me pull out the small one out to kind of show you what they look like. Oh, trying to see if I have Plano Edge laying around. Don't. So these just sit in your Plano Edge, and then you can put whatever. Let's try. I of course grab the smallest one. So these will just sit right in to your Plano Edge series. It fits all your edges. They're 400s, 350s, 371s, 300s, whatever that means. I think it's all the standards and I think some of the thins. I don't know. But so you open this little lid up so you can get your baits out. But pretty much all you do is just put your little bait in, close the lid, and now it won't fall out. So it's a pretty cool concept. I like it for like split rings and small stuff like that. Stuff that could easily fall out of traditional ones. So want to get a little bit better at organizing, labeling, and I think it'd be easier just to label the lids than trying to label the box. So if you didn't know, I upgraded my trolling motor and fish finder. I got the Garmin 126. And it's very, very expensive, and I like to try to protect the investments, protect what I spend, and not destroy it. So knowing me, I'm not the best at being accurate on a jig. And I have hit my Humminbird a couple of times. So I went ahead and picked up some of the graph glass to put over the screen of my fish finder so I don't destroy it. And also, I'm not gonna leave my Garmin on the boat at all times. So if I'm driving around, I stop somewhere, somebody just can't come up and just take it off real quick. So I went ahead and picked up the Graph Glove from Rod Glove Company. And so now it just sits in here, nice neoprene. It's got a zipper on it. So when I go in the water, I just unzip it, pull my Garmin out, and I can put it on my boat. So the main complaint with that graph glass was the bubbles. So looks like most of my bubbles have worked themselves out on this side. Got a couple of new ones over here. I don't know if you can see it real well. They're on the very edge. I'm not super worried about them. I'm gonna do my best to re-clean it, respray it. I'm gonna try to work them out, but not as big of a deal. So now with that graph glass, I don't accidentally hit my graph, and then I waste $1,000 on having to call Garmin because technically their screen didn't go bad. I hit it with a jig. And when I'm done with my day, I can just throw it back in this glove, and there you go. Only con with this thing, it smells. Smells like super bad, super cheap neoprene. But that'll at least protect my graph. You gotta try to protect them. It's $20. The glove was like 20. I think the graph glass like 50, but that graph glass I recommend, especially if you have any kind of nicer equipment on the front or even at your console. Just so you don't, $50 is a lot cheaper insurance than probably $1,000 or more on replacing the glass, waiting for the glass to come in, and all that. So, but that's it for the Tackle Warehouse unboxing. Appreciate Tackle Warehouse doing that for the people, sending out at 20% if you're part of the mailing list. I thought that was super cool way. I get it, they make millions of dollars, but still, it's super cool. They're like, hey guys, here's 20%, use it for pretty much anything. I think like Megabass and stuff like that was in JDM stuff. We're not part of it, but everything I bought here was part of the 20%. So shout out to Tackle Warehouse for doing that for the people. But until next time, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.